Leading you into another fight, the drip, drip feed of images that cannot be unseen. Pass it on. As walls shut down, crumble, he shrugged, pleading to be allowed home, loud and small. They'd privatize the world, every boy, every girl. Dark rings under his blue eyes, haunted by the child, amplifies, distort all the more, looping the same tape like a pendulum between forget then remember and the terror. Or when I'm gonna cry, and the blue-eyed child I still see in the night, carpets wet as it drips to the floor. I witness, drip, to be delivered from, of images that cannot be unseen, delivered from, drip. Too sick to leave, the beast you breed and truth flashes through sometimes as the streets of love are drenched in blood, and it feels like vultures have been circling for such a long time. And these are the days, I witness these days full of blood like burning. They remember me in the night, the violence and chaos of days too silently terrifying to fight, will swing in my dreams. Keep on and on, scratch the back of my retinas, the terror they bellow with their mouths. 1,000 years old. Church is calling you back. Don't like the troublemaker that became of you since. On the blanket. Horror stacked up only to dissipate. The drip, drip feed of images that cannot be unseen. And that black-haired boy like burning. But all the ends are the same. Through the wall, they're not at all. Just catch a glimmer. Terror drips on the floor for chaos and dread. Perturbed like silver, it's there. There is a... Feel the terror through the walls. On his small shoulders. Sometimes you can smell it, but you'll feel it on the tube, the pulse, and surge, and scream, drip, feed, drip. Sometimes you smell it. My own days, they morph a different way, drown out of what you pray, too sick to stay, and terror picks people off one by one as blood fills the streets of love. More horror with each wave, the horror stacked up, too terrible, disturbed as days distort. Get to feel they're not at all, through the wall, the weight of an endless journey. The macabre and obscene offer claws, mouths, learnt these things as a child, the same shapeshifters driving everybody wild. And I can't control the prick of my skin. Turn on the news, tell fear, in God's name. Drip feed, the sting and burn, horror of these days, witness it all again. The rhythm's off kilter, and there's a corrupt filter. Only the silent scream of images too terrible to be unseen.